Hey, what's up, you guys? How y'all doing, beautiful people? Well, this is very impromptu. I never planned for this. I don't have any clips to follow it. This is just a quick fast, but I just want to say something. Skye's World, y'all know Skye's World? I did a couple videos on Skye's World, right? Skye's World is a 36-year-old mom. She got six kids, quote fingers husband. They call him Cusbum, right? And he has a son that he doesn't have paperwork for. So he can't go to school, he can't do anything. Okay. It's alleged that Sky's not really married, but she just called him her husband. Anyways, I did a video on her because she had Section 8 and she became homeless with the Section 8 because she wasn't paying her Section 8 portion of the bill. And she had her husband at the time when she became homeless. So my video was talking about how Sky stated that it's not her husband's responsibility to basically take care of her during that. And it's like, are you crazy? But anywho, she went ahead and she struck my channel. Remember, I did a video about that too. Scott also made a video on her own. Well, let me backtrack. When she was homeless, right? She was sleeping in her car. They were sleeping in the woods. They slept at hotels. And then finally, she ended up going back to her mom's. But before she did that, she made a video talking about somebody else. She be talking about people, but she be acting like it's wrong when people talk about her. But it's okay for her to talk about people, especially her mother and her sister. Okay. So when she made a video one time, she stated that some girl that she knew shouldn't have her kids because she didn't have a place to stay. Now, how hypocritical was that of her to do when she didn't have a place to stay and she was sleeping on the floor herself? How would she like if somebody took her kids? So, like I said, she struck my channel. She struck a couple of other creators' channel because she didn't want nobody talking about her. Let me know, y'all. Do y'all think that reaction channels are bad? What are your I'm not even gonna say do y'all think reaction channels are bad? What are your thoughts on reaction channels, commentary channels, clip channels? How do you guys feel about it? Just let me know down in the comments. Back to the story. So she went around on a striking spree and striking everybody. I didn't appeal the strike. I just it wasn't worth my time to do. It fell off and whatever. A couple of other people did, and the strike got erased. But anywho, so now, fast forward, she got her place and her hubby. Her views, I'm not talking bad about nobody views because I don't get any views. And I mean, I would love some views to make, nice checks, but I'm okay. I make the videos something for me to do to learn. And I like making videos too. Help me to stay, in the know. But like I was saying, yeah. So with her videos are mostly musical. She plays a lot of music over it, and all she does is do laundry, wash dishes, wash clothes, and her videos aren't as popping as others would like. It's kind of boring because she doesn't have a personality. She's not fun. She's not bubbly. She's just like blah, And she's oh my gosh, she is getting so big. I'm like, good lord. But anyway, so her views are not viewing like they should. She's been going back and forth. There's one particular content creator. Her name is Planet Mimi. And Planet Mimi, like I said, she's a commentary channel. And she does commentary on a couple of different people. But Skye, for some reason, Skye takes her commentary as, it hits her hard. Why? I don't know. So now, Planet Mimi, like I said, Planet Mimi does videos on her. And Skye, for some reason, she just has it out for Planet Mimi. Now, what I want to say is, Skye, you're going to mess around and find out. Because for someone like you that talk about people picking on you, talking about you doing this and that, you had the nerve. Now, a lot of people are into doxing and all of that. I'm not a fan of doxing. Even though I see somebody's information on the internet, you could Google some people and you see their information. I'm not sharing that. If it's not on YouTube, somebody said it or somebody did it, I'm not going to go and look for it. I look for it on my own, but I'm not putting it on the platform. I don't think that's right. If somebody else does it and I find a clip of it on YouTube, then I think that's fair game. But I'm not going to bring somebody's information to YouTube. No, I'm not going to do that. So now, like I said, Skye's been going back and forth with Planet Mimi. Skye's been talking about she depressed, she this, she that, and everybody want to do drama, blah, 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 wham, 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 baby crap. So I'm here and I'm scrolling and I see Skye's community post and she got Planet Mimi's information all up on down on her post. And I'm like, that's really messed up. Skye has kids. Mimi has kids too. And Skye has kids. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you put somebody's information like that? To my knowledge, I could be wrong. To my knowledge, Planet Mimi has not done that. She has never done that from what I see. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, she hasn't done that. I think it's very tacky for someone to do something like that. When Skye struck Planet Mimi's channel, Planet Mimi spoke about it or whatever. But Skye went ahead and blurted out Mimi's name. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So Skye want to play dirty. What I'm about to tell you is Skye is not wrapped too tight. She is not wrapped too tight at all. And I don't know if y'all remember, but did y'all see that YouTuber? It was two YouTubers and they were in Vegas. And one YouTuber, they were striking each other's channels and copyright and stuff like that. And then one YouTuber, he went to Vegas. And while he was in Vegas, he was live. So the other YouTuber saw him on live and went down and tracked him down. He and his wife, the YouTuber and his wife that was on live, they were, they weren't from Vegas. So they went to Vegas on a trip. And the guy, he seen him and he took both of them out on live. And it was just like crazy. To me, Skye's mental like that. She does nothing all day. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't really have a life. And with her not having a job and a life, she has a lot of time on her hands. What she does with the time on her hands is she go through YouTube. She go through her comments. She go through different pages. She see who's talking about her. She do a whole bunch of that stuff, right? With all that time on her hands, now she's not getting views. So I'm guessing she's trying to get views. And then here it is. She plasters this lady's information on the internet. I just think that's very disgusting. I think that Skye needs to stop messing around before she finds out. She's going to F around and find out. Because a lot of people ain't playing with her. I'm not saying Mimi will do anything like that. But I'm saying she don't know who she's messing with. She don't know these people. Everybody that does videos on her, she strike them. You don't know the type of mentality other people have. And I think Skye is going off the deep end. She's going off the deep end. The other day, she took her kids to the mall. You should see what them kids look like. Bless their heart. You should see what them kids look like. I'm just saying, I think she's playing a very dangerous game. I think she should really, just stay off YouTube for a while. She's trying to be like Talia Honey. That's her protege. And they all Peach McIntyre's protege. And they all have the same type of mindset, striking people and doing stuff like that. And when I tell you, this internet stuff it's really crazy. Some people really go too far. And I think for her to do that is going too far. When Skye was homeless and people were saying that, they know where she lived and such. I don't know if they did know where she lived, but I know from the people that I've seen reacting to her, no one's given out her address. The most they said was she lived in either North Carolina or South Carolina. That's the most I've ever heard. And when someone said that they knew where she lived and knew where her mama lived, she was ticked off and peed off. She's like, I have kids, and how could you do that? And da 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 da. And it's like, why would you do that to somebody else? I don't understand. I know that Mimi gets more views talking about Skye than Skye get views. I mean, everybody that talk about Skye, except for me, everybody that talk about Skye get more views than Skye. And it's like, what the heck? The people been telling her, stop playing all that music, stop doing all that laundry and that dishwashing, and have a better personality. But no. Anyway, I'm gonna see how this plays out. I just wanted to say, Skye, you wrong for this. You gonna F around and you gonna find out. This is not gonna end well, because the way your mind is set up, you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know these people. You don't know their mindset. And I don't think it's gonna end well. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for dropping in and listening. Let me know once again, do y'all think what do you think about reactor channels? What do you think about commentary channels? Do they go too far? Just let me know what y'all think. All right?